What up for all you people out there that are coming in. I'm sending links out as per usual, right? We'll get this shit kicked off here in just a second. In just a second. What up, DJ Bolin? DJ, did you see my last post? Nevada's wife got married to a chick. Nevada's ex-wife got married to a chick. That shit's so funny. What up, 412? What up, Trip? Sending out links. We're just gonna go. We're gonna try to keep this shit somewhat short, maybe an hour. What up, John? Good to see you, John. Uh, what up, quick? But we're gonna try to keep this semi short. That way, people. It's hard to watch. You guys know this. It's hard to watch a live feed. Um, that's if you ain't there for 2.5 hours, and I want people to see this shit, right? What up, Johnny? Good to see you, bro. Let me get these links set out, and we'll get some shit fucking kicked off here. Hey, where quick? Is Salty just disappeared off the earth, or what? Is Salty just gone? I just haven't heard much from him recently at all, right? So I didn't know if he's just gone or what. All the leaks in the leg have been healed up. That's good. What's up, Mr. Alley? It burns, baby. It burns. What up, Alaska Hall? Good to see you, bro. CB, epic comment the other day. I think you know that. Like literally everybody fucking, fucking. That was epic comment. That's gonna be a feature comment, right? Coming up. And last but not least, GW Bowls, you will get a send out. I think we're good. What up, Alaskan? Oh, I already said that. My kneecaps hurt. Mr. Alley, Sage ain't here. I don't think Sage is here yet. Bressler, CB ain't shit. Oh, wasn't epic. God damn, Bressler, you a hater. Stop being a hater, Bressler. Stop being a hater. What up, Blindside? Get it kicked off, boys.
Yeah.
And girls.
Jason Pope on the screen again. Big grin, big claims, big pretend. Say truckers coach like a crown on chrome, but the comments know what kind of show he posts. That smile talks real loud, talks like a king to a scrolling crowd. Calls him self-star, but the glow's all cheap, and the same old joke keeps running deep. He pointed three, he pitched that deal, a soft little trap with a shining wheel. I see the bait, I hear the tune, and the room says not so soon. Jason Pope, truckers coach, yum yum.
What up, J-Cab?
Yum yum.
J-Cab, I went and looked at the Gym 1 this afternoon after work. I went and looked at a sweet-ass Gym 1, buddy.
Yum yum. Get you some in the trucker.
Got the P-pump done on it already. Got an upgraded injector. They don't have any freaking got a
burden like it's all champagne. Stewie beside same old grin, laughing like this is where they win. Tim used to roll in that front seat space. Now it's just echoes in a former place. One for the chat, two for the feed, three for the folks who paid that fee. He spins that yarn, he sells that slide, but the truth don't fit in his wide-eyed ride. Jason Pope, truckers coach, yum yum, get you some, yum yum, get you some. Jason Pope, big on top, thin on hope, yum yum, get you some, and the trucker gets the rope. Stu laughs. Tim drifted off. Too many promises, too much gloss. She can't build fame on a sucker's laws. Can't keep score when the house pays off. Jason Poe. Jason Poe. Jason Poe. Jason Poe. Trucker's coach. Trucker's coach. Yum, yum. Get you some. Yum, yum. Get you some. Jason Poe. Jason Poe. Big on top. Fit on hoe. Yum, yum. Get you some. But the room knows what you sold.
All right.
Play a story-driven game that drops you into the 20th century. Smooth music, graphics, and gameplay make for an unforgettable individual journey. More than 250 unique missions will make your story unforgettable. Manage your ship collection, grow it, adapt to an ever-changing environment. Download World of Warships. Tap into its compelling universe.
I dare you to let me build you a completely free e-commerce store preloaded with 20 handpicked products that are trending all over the world, basically validated by AI from a trending product database from one of the top vendors on the planet. And the reason that we can do this completely free for you is because, well, Shopify is paying me to do it. You've probably seen me before because for the last year, Shopify has loved the AI-paired software that we built so much that they've been paying me to build people just like you, complete beginners.
I'm so tired of this dude taking down posts.
Store. Now, again, it's free for you, right? Shopify is paying me a commission to do it. And if you don't keep your store for more than 90 days, I don't even get paid. But your store is still free, right? And after 90 days, it's still your store. I don't own a percent.
There we go. There we go. Why am I right here? Here we go. All right, first off, Daycab. Daycab, you're in here, and I missed a bunch of comments. But he's deleting his channels and keeping his money. Skip ad. I know. I was looking. So, first off, Daycab. Just FYI, Daycab. I went and looked at a Gen 1 today. Dark blue, repainted. Originally was dark blue with gray trim on the bottom. It is now just all like that semi-metallic dark blue, but the Dodge dark blue. Gen 1, it was a 90, I'm going to lie to you. I think it was a 91 maybe. It was a 92. P-Pup's been done. Originally has 312,000 miles on the truck. The engine is a rebuild with 90,000-ish on it. I think the guy told me 96. Got a wiggly stick in it. Four-wheel drive. Sort of done up. Yes, G56. Yes, G56. What's up, Sage? What up, Shafiz? G56. Fucking, God damn it. Interior's air quote's been upgraded, right? It's got bucket seats in it with a console. You got white face gauges. Fucking, trimmed out the interior. Like it's got new, different, it doesn't have the original pad, right? It's in good shape. No rust. I'm trying to think of what else. New plastics, right? Got a new grill. Got a new fucking taillights, new headlight bezels, all the bullshit. But the dude wants $21,000 for it, and that's probably a pretty good price. $21,000 is probably a decent price. But like I said, it technically has almost 350, 320 on the truck itself, and 90, almost 100,000 on the motor. And I don't think the transmission. He didn't say anything about the transmission or the rear end. So it's probably never been gone through. It drove good. It is fucking. No, it was not all up. So I guess I shouldn't say he hadn't done a lot of shit. New suspension. He said about 40,000. So at 50,000, he did all. It's got all new suspension. By that, you know what I mean, right? New ball joints, new tie rod ends. It has a new pitman arm. He said it's got a rebuilt steering box on it. It has. He's put new. It's got a four. He put one of those 4-links. I don't know what you call it. What up, Alex? It's got like a 4-link right on the back end of it. You know, which I don't know if those came standard on Dodge. I should know this, but I don't. And I'm calling it a 4-link, but you know what I mean. The fucking the long rod, the fucking whatever that rod is that fucking goes to the axle to hold it straight. It's got fucking, yeah. It's not a new. It was a rebuilt. It's a rebuilt box, but the steering was tight. It also has been. It's been what I would say kitted out. Right. It has a fucking. It's got 12-inch wide wheels, which those would go away. Right. 12-inch by 20s on it. They stick out fucking 4 inches. I did not ask him if it had spacers. I didn't even really look, but it probably has spacers on it. Not that that's a big deal. I can take those off. I didn't run the 4-wheel drive on it. I just drove. I drove it for like 15 miles, basically on the fucking back roads. It was pretty nice. I just don't know. 21, well, you know, right? But 21's probably not a bad price for it. But yeah, axle wrap bars. That's what they were. Yeah, they're cool. They're cool, and they're nothing fancy. They're just standard black, right? Like they weren't, you know. I'm trying to think. It's got a new tailgate, right? It's nothing. It's got a new front bumper. Rear bumper's the original bumper. I don't know. It's probably a really good driver. It's got fucking. Funny enough, is he hadn't done any of the exhaust shit, right? Like, you know, normally if they're putting big rims and tires and they've done all this shit, right? They've cut the fucking muffler and shit off of it. It had pretty much the stock exhaust. I think it had a little short muffler on it, right? Because it had a little noise, but it wasn't that loud. 5-inch all the way back. He did change the exhaust, which I say all the way back, but I think coming out of the turbo it's 4, and then it goes into 5 under the truck somewhere. I don't know. Like I said, 21's probably a decent price. It probably won't be there. It just listed on the fucking. It wasn't on Marketplace. It was on OfferUp, which OfferUp is still. Yeah, so it doesn't have the stock turbo. It has a. I'm gonna lie to you. A BPF, BSP, BFS. I don't know. Bullshit. It has something with a B turbo, but it's a stock. It's the stock is a 62. Is that right? A 58, a 62. Some is stock. BDS. BDS. It was probably BDS. I think I said that earlier, but I may not. But it doesn't matter. It's aftermarket turbo, but yeah, BDS. Yes, that's what it would be, a BDS, I think, because he said that it was a popular fucking brand, and I was thinking BDS. No, it's not a Borg Warner. It was a letter turbo. I'll be honest. We lifted the hood for fucking 9 minutes. No, not even that. Fucking 4 minutes. I took it for a drive. It was right after work. I was hot. The AC worked. AC blew cool as shit. Other than, you know, I assume, you know, old Dodge venting and blower motors, but the AC was blowing cold out of the vents. Just of course, tinted out, windshield tinted. It's a good turbo, right? Like it's not a fucking knockoff cheap ass turbo. But the turbo came with the motor, right? So the turbo's got not that 90,000 on a turbo means shit, right? Especially for stock shit. I don't believe this. It wasn't a kid. This dude was like 34-ish, in his mid-30s. So I don't think like he'd been running the dog shit out of it. I think it was a 62. I think he told me it was a 62. It has bigger injectors also. I don't know if I said that. It has, is it prime injection, preen injection? I feel like it was like prime or preen injectors. I keep saying injection, but injectors. He told me they were 450 injectors. So I assume that's the horsepower. I should know this, but I didn't look it up. But they're not crazy. I know that. What up, Billy Bob? So I think they just did that because of the turbo and changing out the fucking pump when they built the motor. I'm assuming, my guess, he did not say this, but my guess is he bought the motor rebuilt, right? Like they didn't take the original motor out and rebuild it. I think he bought a rebuilt motor and stopped and just junked it in there. That's what I think. He didn't say that. I'm sure if I would have asked him, he would have told me that, but we didn't really bring it up. Yes, it is intercooled. It does have an intercooler on it. If you ask me, the intercooler looked really small. It looked like a goddamn Honda intercooler. It was like a fucking, I don't know, a 4-core. It probably wasn't 2 inches thick, which is, I guess that's probably standard. As much as I've looked at these, you would think I would know more about them. But it was only, I would say the intercooler was like, roughly whatever, radiator length long, but it was only like, I'll say it was 24 inches. Like it was like maybe 2 foot tall. It seems small, but again, while I should know, I don't know. It just seems small. But if it's factory shit, then it's factory shit. The intercooler didn't even look new to me personally, so I don't know that it's not the original intercooler. Or if it is a newer one, it's just like one that got fucking pressure tested and thrown on. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, it ran good, right? It had no stutter in it whatsoever. It idled really really clean. He said he was getting fucking 12 miles a gallon. Who knows if that's true or not. But he said that's what he was getting running around in it. The clutches, he said the clutch they put a new clutch in it 90,000 miles ago, right? So the clutch should be good. Like I said, he didn't really say much about the transmission or the rear end, so I'm assuming there's probably been no transmission rear end work. I did not really crawl under it. Like I looked under it, but I didn't really crawl under it. I just looked to see if it was a rust bucket, which is not. Surprisingly, it's not a rust bucket. He said it's always been here, right? Like the truck's always been here. That's what we were talking about, the injectors when we were driving, and I was like, I'm glad, right, that you didn't put in fucking like 600 injectors or something, right, where it's fucking, which, like I said, I have the feeling that they bought this motor, it was already built, right, just as a step up, a step upgrade from a stock motor. I don't even know if the original one blew up. I just know that, like I said, because if the truck right now has around 320,000 miles, because I think you said 312 or 320, what's up, Terry? 312 or 320 miles on it. That in the motor itself's got around 96. That means that something happened at the 200,000 mile mark, right? For whatever that is fucking something happened at the 200,000 mile mark, which I don't know, good or bad. I mean, who knows? We all know how this shit goes, but with the truck having 300 and I can't remember, he said 12 or 20, but roughly we'll say 325 miles on it, and it's got a new motor that's 90,000, almost 100,000 miles on it. Something happened at 200,000, but I don't know. 200,000 miles probably isn't. I mean, goddamn, what is that? It's a 35-year-old truck, right? I mean, we all know how that deal is. You're good, 412. I know your deal. You told me what was up, man. Not that anybody cares, but I know you're here. Look, I'm gonna throw the link up, and we'll get into Jason shit right now. So, like I said, for anybody that wasn't here, I'm gonna try to keep this short, right? Because I just know that I'm not doing a lot of recorded videos right now. Obviously, you guys know that. So I'm trying to keep this short so people can watch it tomorrow or this weekend, and it's not fucking 3 hours long. Because I know doing 300 miles. 3 hours of a live feed's boring as fuck. We're repping the Jason Pote is Scum shirt tonight with matching Jason Pote wife beater with his bookend photo from when he punched his second wife in the mouth when he was mad at her. We're repping that shit tonight. Painkiller, yes. 03. I could see that. The 03. In a dump. Oh, with the dump truck. Yeah. I'll tell you what. I keep going back and forth, right? I know I said we're going to do Jason. I keep going back and forth if I want to just like a square body, a lowered short bed square body. I could even deal with a long bed, but a lowered short bed square body with a semi-hot motor in it, right? Because I mean, everybody that I text with knows the deal, right? I literally drive the service truck Monday through fucking Saturday, Friday, Saturday. I take my other vehicles out barely on the weekends. The Explorers literally had the same tank of gas, which it gets about 450 miles on a tank of gas. I haven't put gas in the Explorer since April, right? The girl Jeep is semi broken down over here, but the girl Jeep's the same way, right? I probably haven't put 500 miles in the girl Jeep in a year. So I keep going back. Yeah, I'm not worried about fuel mileage. Don't get it twisted that I give a shit about fuel mileage. I know you guys don't think I'm worried about fuel mileage at all. I was just, those are numbers to throw up, right? But fucking, I keep going back and forth if I want like a little short bed square body, or a little short bed run around, even a 4 like an F100 or something, or if I want to go full deal like a Gen 1 Dodge 4-wheel drive. They're roughly both about, I'm going to spend the same on both of them to get one that is just turnkey, that's in great shape, right? 20 to 30,000 is what the number is going to be. So it does not matter. One's no better than the other, right? When it comes to that kind of shit. Let me put this post up here. The link's in here if anybody wants it. Like I said, we're just going to go over. So to switch gears here and to go into the Jason stuff. So for anybody, Daycab, yes. So we've talked about this, right? You member, right? Good on you, member. Is my other option is an 80s, whatever, an 80. I think we decided an 82 and an 84, 82, 84 S10 to the square body S10, right? Until like 92 or 94 when they went to the round body, right? Or the rounded body. What's up, Teach? Good to see you, bro. But yeah, square body, cab and a half S10, long bed, short bed, it doesn't matter at that point, right? With a V8 in it. It doesn't have to be a stroker motor, but with a V8 in it. That's my other thought. Those are my three options, right? That I've kind of decided. Yeah, I don't want a K10 because I think you're getting into more money than I want to spend, than I can spend. I don't know. I can spend whatever the fuck I want, I guess. I don't have any bills, but then I want to spend, and I think the upkeep. I don't know. What's up, Jim? I do like the S10 idea. But the only thing that I have against the S10 is that the S10 I feel like will be more of a problem child because obviously we all know an S10 with a fucking stroker motor or a 327 or something. What's up, Atlanta? Something like that in it is I'll just be burning tires off. I also am like a Fox body, but I just don't think in the real world that I need a car, right? A car will be after I have a truck. I wouldn't mind having a notchback Fox body, but I mean, I need a truck, right? I need a vehicle to fucking tow and pull with, right? Not that I do that a lot, but I need a vehicle that has, I mean, I have my service truck, obviously, but I need a vehicle that has a bed in it. That's sort of the fucking, oh shit, I'm sorry. Fuck. My bad, Josh. My bad, Trip. I didn't even see you guys there. Well, actually, whoever just clicked in, hit the button. Yeah, the S10 would be fun, right? The S10 would be fun as fuck. I'll be honest. It would probably be the most fun. Of course, then you get into the space issue, right? Like an S10, even just a cab and a half with two people in it, it's small. Where the square body is not, right? And nothing I'm buying is going to be a race car anyway, so it doesn't matter, right? Like I'm not buying anything to be a goddamn fucking super fast car, right? What's up, Winzard? Okay, move into Jason talk. So, we miss, you miss a week, you miss a lot with Jason. What I wanted to really go into, talk about more than Jason just made a post earlier today to tell us that he wants to go back to Hurricane. We're talking about Jason. Jason wants to go back to Hurricane. Jason can't drive a clutch because his knee won't handle it because he's a fucking 50-year-old man that has spaghetti brain and he can't decide if he wants to stay or go. But I will tell you, believe it or not, is I have been on the phone with a couple of the Hurricane elites from Hurricane. I have let them know, right, in case they don't know what Jason's past is and how Jason operates, is that when Jason owes a company money, he magically decides he wants to go back to the company, right? We saw this with Hirschbach. For anybody that was around, we saw this with Swift, right? He didn't technically leave Swift, but he kind of quit Swift and then realized that he was going to owe them a bunch of money if he just fucking walked away from the MRP lease. So he leased the new truck, right? And then turned the new truck in 2 weeks or whatever it was after he got the new truck, right? That was his way of walking away, per se, scot-free, not owing them any money. We all know how the Hirschbach thing went, right? He can say whatever the fuck he wants, but on his second trip to Hirschbach, magically his invoices always said started out at negative 14,000, and when he quit after day 43, he was basically zeroed out at Hirschbach. And I'm gonna tell you right now, whether you believe it or you don't believe it, I don't give a shit. You can do your own math. Is Jason owes Hurricane right now, as we sit today? Jason owes Hurricane around $5,000. It's probably more than $5,000, but just hard money by the post that he has made, right, without adding a little bit to it, because we know he's bullshitting a little bit, is Jason owes Hurricane Express around 5 G's. I can tell you from talking to people at Hurricane, they want their $5,000. Good. Thank you, Shop Feast. I can tell you right now, as Hurricane wants their $5,000, they are going to come get their $5,000. They have no problem suing somebody for fucking nominal amounts of money to get their money back. I feel like they do that. I feel like that's obviously why they hold people's checks when they go home on home time early in their driver's career at Hurricane Express. So they yeah, and just for anybody that's counting, right, Painkiller, just for anybody that's counting, is we've all said this. Anything that Jason does, right, any company he goes to, any person he comes in contact with, he burns them down, right? He turns it into a complete shit show, right? It is what it is. By the way,
did anybody ever find out what the new company he was working at is, or no?
I haven't really looked into it, I'll be honest. I called the ERM Express or whatever, the one he was at, and I talked to Sam, which is a recruiter lady there. I don't think there's very many employees there, but that's the lady I talked to before, and she told me 100% that Jason Pote is not working for them. I don't think she would lie about it, right? Like, I don't think she would be like, oh, yeah, I remember this guy. I'm not going to tell you, because she...
well, they don't offer lease purchase, so he can't...
Yeah.
If he's running the spot market, he's got to be in another lease purchase somewhere.
Yeah,
would be my guess.
A couple of people sent me. One of them was ENV. I think it was E&V out of Chicago, and they do lots of produce like potatoes and frozen frozen food which, I mean, I guess if you're doing reefer, they're all frozen food products, right? But I didn't call him. I don't know. I figured that he'll get Jason, if he doesn't give it up, right, at some point he'll fuck up and he'll give it up if he keeps posting, because he's a dumbass, right? I mean, we know that. But I truly believe, just right here talking, is I truly believe that we will see Jason back at Hurricane, because I know they're calling him asking about their money, right? And the only way he can not as much money as he claims he's making, the only way he can pay them back is to go back to Hurricane, right? And they definitely will welcome back with open arms, because good or bad, even though he didn't run the truck very much, is he was posting a bunch for them, and he will continue to do that. Whether it's good or bad, I don't know, but he will do that. And I mean, he puts asses in seats, whether we like that or not. Maybe he doesn't put asses in seats, but he put eyes on her.
According to James Best, I mean, Jason Pote is the hardest runner out of that crew.
Yeah, isn't that a crazy fucking statement by James? I don't know. We know James is a drunk idiot, right? But like sometimes
I think he's repeating what Jason told him in confidence. I think
yeah,
Jason went and told him basically like talk shit about his buddies. You know, he's gonna talk shit about whoever's not in the picture. Everybody does it.
right.
You know,
Yep,
he's not gonna tell the truth. He's not gonna be like, yeah, I'm pretty fucking lazy. I make those guys do all the work. No, he's gonna say that whoever's not there to defend themselves is the lazy one. So I 100% believe he told James that Stewie wasn't a runner. And I mean, James knows for a fact that Tim isn't a runner because he pulled a big belly and he went home for like half a week so that he could tear apart a fucking sun visor to put his ELD on it. Like, why do you need to put that much effort into attaching your ELD when you only look at it when you fucking stop? Like, it's like most of us have it on our phone. Like, why do we need a special fucking holder for the ELD?
I'll never forget how crazy that was. That by the way, I think that video is still on Cooper's page. If anybody
It
is.
Is.
The airbag one where he did the cab bags and shit. The AC one I think's on there too.
There's a really funny one where he's trying to figure out why his ABS light is on his trailer, and he drops his phone on the floor and then picks it back up, and now it's upside down. But he walks around for the rest of the video filming upside down, and I don't think he ever realizes it. He's like, "Can you guys see that? Can you guys see what's wrong up there?" And I'm like, "No, I can't see anything because your fucking phone's upside down, you retard." He never flipped it back up.
It's so crazy to me, these guys, right? Let's see, these guys that fucking I don't know, man. I don't get it, right? Let's see here. Somewhere. So for anybody that's been following, right, Jason's made a post the other day that he was broke down. I don't know what day it was. Monday, Tuesday, something like that. I'm trying to find so Jason's been on this deleting phase, right? Which is not anything unstandard from Jason, but he hadn't actually deleted a lot of stuff off his Facebook from what I could tell, but he's been making posts and then deleting them, right? Like that's that goddamn fish brain, spaghetti brain that he's got going on. So for anybody that wasn't following it, and I'll put it up here. Let me click to it. I know you guys can't see this shit. This Facebook shit's so small, and I don't really know if there's a way for me to make it bigger or not on the channel on the fucking screen, other than put it on full screen. But so July 15th. So what day was that? Let's see. Today's so that was Wednesday. So on Wednesday at 1:00, Jason made this post, and I'll just read it real quick, and then I'll read the second part of the post that he took down either today or yesterday or today. I don't know. I hadn't been following that close. But so, well, the honeymoon, again, this is Wednesday at 1 p.m. Well, the honeymoon with this trailer ended, LOL. I'm broke down with a busted ABS box pissing air. Trailer won't slide, and I heard air gushing. Sounded like the suspension lowering, like these reefers do when you set the brakes. It was God damn it, I can't talk. It was loud and was pushing my pins back in, so I couldn't slide due to loss of air. Got to order the part, be here in the morning. This is an old ball valve, only one available through Fleet Pride in the country, and back order at dealers. So much for the 11,000 week I was working on, but I think I can still manage 85 to 9K. Good thing my trailer lease includes maintenance. That box was $1,700 plus $365 to overnight it plus labor. So I'll be here till 10 a.m. in the morning, right? So
the ABS box made it so that he couldn't slide his tandems.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. So, FYI, people, this guy's a 27-year trucking vet, right? And he's owned his own trucks, 6 of them to be exact. And he's had trailers.
6.
He doesn't say it in that post, But he had a mechanic look at it, right? Or he had a shop look at it, which he didn't order all this shit, right? The shop ordered all this shit. He obviously just paid for it. So let me explain
We didn't
something.
even do that.
Yeah, well, that's true, because the second post that he took down, which I have a screenshot of, right, and we'll talk about it, is he didn't even do that stuff. So what's crazy is if he was at any kind of decent shop, right, and I realize ABS is DOT related, right, blah, 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 is if the ABS box is pissing out of the top of your fucking air tank, all you have to do is take the ABS box off. You can leave it connected, right? The little wiring, the fucking, the goddamn plug, you can leave it connected if you want to. And take the fucking, plug the tank, right? Put a plug in the tank. And then take the 4 airlines that are on the ABS box and put the airlines together, right? That's all you got to do. It doesn't really fix anything, but it makes the air leak stop. And it makes it where you can drive the truck still if you want to, right? Like you don't have to shut down. Yeah, you can just couple all the lines together. You could probably pinch off all the lines if you wanted to do that, but I mean, if you're going to drive it, whatever, right? You could do a few things that, I know Jason's not mechanical, right? But as a 27-year vet, if it's stopping you from delivering a load or something to that effect, right? You could just do that. Again, I'm maybe he was at a shop that's like, you can't break DOT rules, right? What's up, Gen X?
But he's also the guy that stopped on the side of the road and wasted half a day waiting for a mobile mechanic to install a fucking leaking airbag on a trailer instead of just driving to the shop with the leaking airbag.
He's, for anybody that remembers, right? He's the guy that picked up the truck. I forget, it was an Arter truck. I don't know. He picked up a truck somewhere in the air, and
it was Hirschbach. That means he's done it twice.
Yeah, that's
when
that's
him and
right.
Tim were. When him and Tim were at Hirschbach, their trailer had a blown out airbag, and they were like all smug. They're just like, yeah, if we were owner operators like you guys, we would have had to pay for that. But no, it's just the 10 cents a mile maintenance or whatever, and it was like a $1,700 service call because they had a fucking roadside mechanic change it.
I do remember that. I do. Now you're saying it, I do remember that, and at one point he was live. This is a few years ago, right, with James Best, and he was in a truck, and he had the fucking mud flaps, right, the mud flap brackets, not the square ones, the ones that would flip up, right. They have the springs that can flip up, like like they're flying. And he didn't know how, he said he couldn't get him to flip back down, so he pulled into a Love's and paid $300. He was on James Best live feed, paid $300 for the mechanic to take his Milwaukee fucking cutoff wheel and cut the bolts off the mud flap bracket so he can continue home.
Wait, can you repeat that, please? What did he do?
Okay, so so obviously, I mean, there's multiple styles of mud flap brackets, right? But there's the style that's like used to be popular that are like the thick stainless. I guess they can be steel, but they're like normally stainless, and they're like kind of triangular, but they have a big rod and a spring. So like if you back up over them or something, they can flip like
pops up.
Yeah. So he picked up a truck or hooked to a trailer or something. I don't remember the situation, and the mud flap was like it was flying, right? And he didn't know what to do about it. He couldn't get him to flip back down or it to flip back down. So he pulled into a Love's and paid a mechanic $350 to have him cut the bolts off the mud flap bracket and so he could go home, which made zero sense at all. But that's what these guys, I mean, this is a guy that deadheaded for over 600 miles for a fuse one time, right? Literally just a fuse.
The funny thing is when they get stuck like that, you just wiggle them. And you just got to kind of shake and pull at the same time, and you can like wiggle them back into they get hung up on like the little, I don't know what you call it. It's like a nub that sticks out from the frame,
it's like a tab, right?
guide.
It's like a little tab or something. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I know.
And they'll get hung up on it, and you just got to like wiggle it loose, and then you can turn it. Yep. And so the Love's guy was like, "This guy is fucking retarded. I'm gonna take him for $300."
Yep.
fucking sawed up his fucking mud flap brackets.
I don't. But I mean, obviously we already know it's Jason, right? So we know who we're dealing with. But like that's where he's at. So okay, so he has this valve, right? And again, I who knows what his real situation is. But he makes it sound like he needs to get going, because if not, he wouldn't have overnighted the part, right? He just would have waited for a couple days, right? For this ABS. I don't know if that price is right. Who the fuck knows, right? It could be right. It could be
the only one in the entire nation.
Yeah, exactly. And again, who the fuck knows? I mean, his post was that this trailer was a 2000 and either 13 or 23. You could go through his post when he started at this place last week or beginning of the week. So it's hard for me to believe that a 2013 or 23 model trailer, reefer trailer with walking floors, would have just this one of a kind ABS box on it. But I don't know, right? Like I literally don't know. Maybe that's a true thing. That sounds crazy to me, but what do I know when it comes to that?
I did run into something similar to that, but it wasn't. It wasn't special. It was just because when I had that Freightliner Classic, it's an almost 26-year-old truck. The ABS box that used to go on it was no longer in production, so the part number that I had, they had to like cross-reference it to a different part number to a similar part that would fit. And then, of course, no one fucking had it, because why would they stock parts for a 26-year-old truck that's not that popular? So I had to like wait for them to order it and shit. But most of the vehicles today, it's like they all kind of use interchangeable parts. It's all the same fucking part. They just give it a different part number based on the brand. Wabash, Utility, Hyundai, whatever. It's all the same fucking part. They just changed the part number.
Right. Yep. Hey, a side note, True Seeker, FYI, and you may know this, right? And it doesn't matter, but Clayton, Indiana is literally about 7 miles from my house. Just FYI, because it's just outside of Plainfield, right? I live in Plainfield. I live in Avon, but Plainfield's closer than Avon technically. But neither here nor there. So anyway, he mentions this situation. So then what Jason does is he puts a post out when it's fixed. Now he erased this post because I was just looking for it, and he erased it. So 2 hours now. Let's see. This was this morning. He posted this, right? So the truck broke down on Wednesday at 1 o'clock in the middle of the day. He put this post out today at 9 a.m. That's when I screenshot it. It's no longer there, so he put it out this morning. All right, trucks. Now listen to this and tell me how dumb this dude is. Legitimately, tell me how dumb this dude is. All right, truck's back up and going. Was at Southern Tire Mart. Their lead mechanic called the air leak an ABS module. We decided to wait on the part to get it fixed just in case, because the air leak was pretty bad and sounded pretty bad, right? He wrote that. The air leak was pretty bad and sounded pretty bad. Part came in yesterday at 5 p.m., which, by the way, not that it matters, but if he overnighted the part, right, he paid $365. If he overnighted the part at around 2 o'clock on Tuesday, that means, I guess, I don't know, shipping is what it is, but I would assume that he one-dayed the part. But whatever, that part doesn't even matter, right? So
we can overnight these parts from Japan if we have to.
Fuck it, whatever. Part came in 5 p.m. yesterday. Had a new mechanic on it, and they found out it was not the ABS module. It was two leaking brake chambers. They should have to pay downtime for misdiagnosis. Cost me 24 hours of revenue over something that could have been fixed in 1.5 hours with parts on hand, and could have been fixed by 7 a.m. I'm sorry, it says the prior morning, but I think he means the next morning, right? Like, which doesn't make sense if it's 1.5 hours at 1 o'clock on a Wednesday Why would it be fixed at 7 a.m.? But neither here nor there, right?
Wait, is this the one he took down?
Yes, that's the one he took down. Yes, he took that one down.
100%
going on.
When he gets out of the shop in the next day, he's not going to check the fucking slider, like the fifth wheel slider, before he leaves. And if he's got a leaking ABS module, 2 fucked up brake chambers, there's probably other shit under there that's all rotten and fucked up. So I don't remember what you call it, but there's that weird fucking pillowy looking hose that goes between the 2 pins. It's like that big rubber hose.
Yeah, the big, looks like a garden hose. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know.
Yeah. So he's gonna wait.
Are you
all
talking
day
about the
for
trailer or the tractor?
No, the trailer. The trailer.
I think it's the fucking not the fifth wheel, the sliding, like the slider bushing or something, like not the bushing. It has a weird name, but it's just a big fucking thick hose. Like it looks like you said, it looks like a garden hose. And he's gonna sit there all day, probably in a hotel. Then he's gonna leave to go pick up his first delivery or whatever, and not be able to slide the tandem because that's still fucking leaking. Because he already said the slider pins wouldn't, retract. So he's probably got a piece of shit ratty ass trailer, first of all, and then second of all, I think it's funny that every story that he talks about with a fucking mechanic, it's never just like the mechanic in the shop. It's always like the CEO came down personally to help him. He's like, yeah, they couldn't really figure out what was wrong, so the CEO, the CFO, and the fucking manager all got together, had a seance, and resurrected the founder of the company, and his ghost came down and personally diagnosed my trailer. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, no one was...
all that being true is, and everybody's commenting it, right, is, all right, so one, Jason's a 27-year trucking vet. Secondly, is if they were brake chambers, wouldn't he have known, like all that? None of that makes any sense. I just, bottom line, because if it was his ABS, if he didn't know what it was, right? But wouldn't you know that the brake chambers versus, just because of where they're leaking at, like Jason should know this, right? Like, this is something a trucker's coach, right? This is something a trucking coach that's got 27 years of experience should know the difference between a brake chamber. 2 of them, by the way. That goes back to what Josh is saying. It's never just a brake chamber, right? It's all multiple brake chambers, right? It's always multiple fucking catastrophic shutdown. God, it's lucky I was in a truck stop when this happened kind of situation, right? It's always that. For anybody that has any kind of memory, does anybody remember when he was at, now I don't remember the truck. I think it was the Swift truck, because I think it was the MRP. Does anybody remember that when he was new somewhere? I'm pretty sure it was Swift, and he posted that he thought he had a leaking hub seal or inner hub seal on his truck. And he was at a dock, he was at a shipper, and he saw some oil on the ground, and so he called fucking a mobile mechanic while he was getting unloaded, and come to find out, it was just water, but when they'd already torn the hub seals, they'd torn the hubs out, right? They jacked the truck up, torn the fucking wheels off, torn the fucking hub off, and come to find out that it wasn't a hub seal at all. It was just like some water from like either the reefer or something draining down from the trailer, but they basically rebuilt both fucking set of tandem, put the hubs on it in the parking lot, right, for water that came off the trailer, right? I don't get it, right? I don't get it. It's crazy because he calls it, like, it's so wild that it goes over his head that his name is the trucker's coach, but if you pay attention to 80% of what he posts, it's all shit that, like, a rookie, right, or a new person or somebody that's not in the industry, well, maybe not in the industry, I guess, but somebody that's new would know, right? Like, oh wait, it's not this. There's no way it could be this. That doesn't even make sense. It's probably this, and it always turns out that it's just like the APU deal, right?
Wait. The ABS box, is that like in the middle of the fucking shit?
Yeah.
Like,
so
okay, and the brake chambers are on the fucking side.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is so most ABS boxes, everyone that I know of on trailers, mounts usually to the top of the fucking air tank, or if it's got two tanks, one of the air tanks under the trailer, right in between the axles, right? Or I assume some of the air tanks are in front of the axles, but most of the time I've seen them between the axles, right? That's where an air tank sits. So the ABS module usually sits on top of it or somewhere because it literally threads to the tank, and then it has the air lines that go to all the brakes, right? For the ABS fucking modules, and then to the brakes, right? So if anybody, right, even a mechanic climbed under there and said, all right, do whatever you got to do, right? Release the trailer brakes, push the trailer brakes, whatever it is to make it leak. How in the fuck would you be under the truck and be like, or under the trailer and be like, yep, nope, it's 100% coming from this tank. I can feel it on top of the tank. But then it turns out that it's actually brake chambers that are right inside the tires, right? Like, I mean, we all know where the brake chambers are, I hope, right? It's fucking crazy. It's almost like he made it up. That's the crazy. It's kind of like you guys remember the $1,400 airbag at Hirschbach, right? I paid over $1,400 for one airbag. It's almost like the shit gets made up, right? Like almost like that, right? Yeah, exactly. At the time, like you should be able. I'll say this is I've had trucks come in the shop. I had a truck come in the shop the other day that had fucking, it's goddamn disc brakes, had an airbag. I mean, a fucking brake chamber on the right rear that was leaking, and I didn't really hear it, right? Like I couldn't hear it, but I mean, we just chalked the tires and pushed the brakes in, and I walked around it, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, there it is. But I mean, I probably would. I don't know. I mean, it was in there to be fixed, but like he could have done that also. I just don't know, right? And if he had a mechanic shop, I don't know. Also,
which mechanic was looking at this? Like, they went to school and shit, right? So what did they?
He said it was the lead mechanic at Southern Tire Mart.
I mean, the one that didn't find it. That's the one that found it. Like, he had to go and read. Yeah.
And I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy because again, his name is the coach. I'd be embarrassed with this shit, right?
I have a theory about this.
Uh-oh.
So I think all the leaks are real, 100% real. However, I think the circumstances are what he's making up. So he probably works for a shady ass fucking Russian company. So as soon as he went across the scale, they pulled his ass in because they're like, oh, shady Russian company, we got to check that guy out.
Right.
Well, because he's a lazy fuck, he didn't do his pre-trip, so they pulled him in for an inspection, said, hey, man, you're out of service until all this shit gets fixed.
Yep.
And so then he found out at the fucking scale house that his trailer was a piece of shit. And then he had to come up with a story because the trucker's coach can't get busted.
Nope, true.
He's got to have the lead mechanic struggle to find out what the problem is because, that's why Jason didn't find it. It was so complicated. He had to have master mechanics go over the trailer for 2 days. Right. That's how hard it was to find, when in reality, he's just probably got caught and then had to go get it fixed.
Yep. I agree. I agree because I just don't. It literally doesn't make any sense, right? It just doesn't.
Right.
But,
so how did he know it didn't? The tandems wouldn't slide if he didn't even get to deliver the load yet, right? Or did he just deliver the load?
Actually, that's an even better question because you're right. Because said he was under a load, so why was he?
Yeah.
Moving the tandems just in the maybe he was crossing state lines somewhere. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Right? Like he had to shift some weight, maybe.
I can't imagine that.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Right? There's another great question. Why would you be moving your tandems randomly in the middle of a fucking while in the middle of a load somewhere. Because he
Because
clearly said he was in the middle of a load, right? That's what he said.
well, because he got caught. That's the
yeah,
thing.
no,
It's like
no, you're right. You're right.
A long fucking time ago, I had to pick up a trailer. This was like years ago. I had to pick up a trailer, and the fucking tandems wouldn't release. There was something wrong with the pins.
Gotcha.
And so I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to take it. Like, who gives a fuck? It's the weekend, no one's going to notice. Well, of course, the scale was open. So I pulled in there, and they're like, yeah, you're like 2,000 pounds over on your tandems. And I'm like, oh, shit. And he's like, yeah, go ahead and slide them. And I'm like, they don't slide. But I had to, like, make it look like I didn't already know that. And he's like, well, I'm going to let you slide because I don't want to do the paperwork, but you need to get that fixed. So I was like, oh, shit, you know, I got lucky. So that's probably what happened to him is he pulled in there, and his lazy ass didn't want to fucking slide the tandem. So he said, fuck it, I'm just going to drive it. And then he got pulled in the scale, and they're like, what do you mean your tandems won't slide? Let's run an inspection, see what else we find.
Yeah, let's see what
shit, you got two leaking brake chambers and a fucking ABS module and all this shit. So he's probably out of service at a fucking scale with a mobile guy rebuilding his entire fucking trailer suspension, basically.
Jesus Christ. And also, this is the thing, it's like really none of this matters because we know he's full of shit on most of the stuff he posts. But if you go down here to wherever it is, right, one of these where he starts talking about the trailer, I think it's this one, where he starts talking about the truck and the trailer, right, and his go, right, to have this new truck, is he clearly states right here, where is it? Or is this, he took one of these down, and I bet it was that one. It was. So he had two of these up with this International, this light blue International. He had two of these, but he took one of them down. But one of them told about the truck and the trailer, that he was the $700 and the $400. But and I probably have a screenshot of it. It clearly said he was not paying for maintenance. Right here. Here it is. I can also buy this trailer at $400 a week for 2 years, or I can rent it with maintenance included, my choice. So this comment right here says that if he buys the trailer, which is what he tells us he's doing, he says he's paying $400 a week for 2 years, right? Which it doesn't say maintenance at all included, the rental of the trailer. But on this one, he's like, good thing maintenance is included, right? So, I mean, who knows what the real truth is, because
he's only leasing the truck, basically.
Right. Yeah.
So, Nard,
yes.
Do you plan on talking about the most recent 2 to 3 posts as well?
Yeah. Oh, fuck
okay,
yeah.
Okay. Then I'll wait. Okay.
So let's. All right. So
because it doesn't make sense with those new posts. It doesn't make sense with the new posts.
So here's what I think's happened. Right. Here's what I think's going on. Is Jason realized, because he's all about views, right? If you listen to the video I put up from James Best talking shit about him, and we know this, we don't have to hear James Best say it, right? Is Jason's all about the views, right? He doesn't really care about trucking, right? He's trying to land him a goddamn advertising social media gig, right? He's a trucker's coach. That's what he's trying to do, right? He's been trying to do that his whole career, basically. Is he's trying to land him. He wants to be a Kevin Rutherford, right? He wants to be a fucking, I don't know, a Craig Fuller, whoever, you name it.
Yeah,
Alex.
when he's 68 years old, he'll be doing just fine. Like, I'll
right.
His pay. Yeah.
But that's what Jason wants. And I think we all know that, right? Like, that's why he posts like he does. That's why he talks up everything, and he wants to do spot market and news and this, that, and the other, right? But
he wants to be Ike Stevens or little guy, but he doesn't have the fucking charisma or the drive. So, and I mean, I hate to say that Ike Stevens has charisma, but right.
Yeah, or just literally the knowledge, right? I mean, we just saw a post where he doesn't know the knowledge,
you
right?
Mean the gusto? He doesn't have
the gusto. Yes, the gusto. Because I can tell you right now, I don't know about Ike Stevens. He's a dumbass, right? But Kevin Rufford would be able to tell you the difference between an ABS module and a goddamn brake chamber leaking, right? Alex Lockie would be able to tell you. I don't know about Craig Fuller. Probably not Craig Fuller. He's a nerd, right? He's probably, I don't even know if he's ever actually driven trucks, to be quite honest. But neither here nor there. So Jason doesn't know the basics 27 years in. So with that being said, is he realized if you go through his post and look, since he's left Hurricane and he's trying to do spot market and talk about his new gig, is those don't get any views. They don't get any likes. They don't get any comments, right? They get 8 comments here and 12 comments here and 7 comments here, right? He doesn't get any shares. He doesn't get any of the pop, right, that he wants, right? That's what he needs. So he's realized that the only way to get the pop on this page that's Hurricane related is to talk about Hurricane, because he's said no less than 3 different posts, this is the last time I'm going to mention Hurricane, right? And then he makes 3 more posts about Hurricane Express, right? I'm done talking about Hurricane Express. It didn't work out. I fucked up maybe by leaving, but hey,
90 comments on Hurricane Express.
Right. So and I don't know. So he realized.
I think he's fucking done, honestly, man. I think he finally fucking burnt out.
No, he's making more posts right now.
I know he's still making posts, but I think his time, his ability to lie is over. Too many people know who he is.
Yeah.
Because I keep finding videos. Right. I'm finding old videos. I'm finding new videos. People are like, "This idiot's still on the internet."
Yep.
I think he's worn out his welcome. He's quit too many fucking jobs. He's made too much of a fucking fool of himself. And then he just deletes everything and comes back like nobody's gonna remember.
Yep.
And it's like
everybody forgets.
That probably. Yeah, and it's like that works the first maybe 2-3 times, but you're 70 fucking resets deep.
Yep.
You know, how many times can you delete all your videos and start over again before everyone is questioning? Hey, isn't this your 6th job in the last 6 months? What the fuck's going on? You know, people aren't going to watch anymore.
Yeah, that's what
Lies Exposed is booming on that shit too. And honestly, Mark, I didn't think that channel was going to do shit.
I didn't either. I just figured it'd be the same old crowd, right?
People
Which is fine.
fucking commenting on that shit.
I'm just saying, I just figured it'd be the same 10 or 15 people, which is cool. Like I said, I'm good with that, right? But
yeah, that thing blew up.
There's 200 people in there now, or 200.
Yeah, it blew up. Yeah.
And what's funny is I've said this multiple times, and I know you all have noticed it too. Is if you go through through Jason's post and read the brutal comments, which is most of them, is there. And again, I've said this, is a lot of them obviously on YouTube. People don't have their actual name right, obviously, but everybody that's in there, it's like, weren't you the dude that was repping for Schneider, Crete, and Millsap within the same 4 months back in 2016 or 2015? Haven't you had 5 jobs in the last 12 months, right? These are people that I don't know. I've never seen them anywhere, right? I've never seen them comment on YouTube.
That's what I'm saying, is he's getting, obviously you're going to get negative comments about Coach on your channel, because if people are watching you, chances are they don't like Coach. But now Coach is getting the same fucking negative comments on his own video.
Yep.
You know, he'll post something, or a Facebook post or a TikTok or whatever, and it's all the comments are overwhelmingly, they're this fucking retard, you know, and it's he's got to be reading that shit.
Oh yeah, we know he reads. He reads everything, right? So here's funny. So I assume most of you know this, but you can turn. There's an app, right? There's an app for everything. There's an app that you can install, put on your phone, right? Like I'm telling anybody that doesn't know this, right? You can put an app on your phone that will tell, just like when your text messages have been opened or read. You can do that for your Gmail accounts, or email accounts, right? Probably Yahoo. Really? Doesn't matter, right? Yeah, and I didn't even know this. Somebody told me about it the other day. So I put it on the Ben Sanders, right? And I haven't emailed Jason. Jason quit emailing me, I don't know, fucking weeks ago, when he probably figured it out that he wasn't emailing with the real Ben Sanders, when he couldn't figure out why Ben Sanders was emailing him from 2 different accounts, right? Because he's a fucking moron. But he quit emailing me. Well, so the last, I don't know, this week and last week, I've been posting my videos to the email, right? Sending it to him. So, cause I know he didn't delete it, right? Cause he's not going to delete it. So I can see that he's opening them. Now, maybe he's not reading them, but we know he's reading them, right? And I'm not really putting in context with them. I'm just putting, here's another video about you, dummy, right? And so he's opening them. So he's still watching the fake Ben Sanders, which is me, right? Even though he claims he doesn't watch the Tros, right? And the Tros don't affect him. So every video that I put out, right? Every live feed, I just sent it when I was doing my links just a minute ago. I put it in the Ben Sanders thing. We'll see if he opens it, by tomorrow morning or whenever. But yeah, so he can't even not watch me, right? Like he can't do it. He just can't. It's in his that's his mind.
Now he's running 19, 20 hours a day. So yeah. He's
got to have something to keep him awake, right? Because his boring ass shit ain't keeping him awake.
You can tell that he absolutely has to respond to all the negativity. He can't just like ignore it. Because, before, obviously, you recognize, like, he would always respond to shit that you said or, or somebody else said, like SoCal or something, whoever. He would, like, make little sly comments in his videos, like, and you knew exactly who he was talking about, even if he wouldn't say their name. But now, if you watch when he does actually post a video, he's responding to shit that I have no idea. You know what I mean? Because it was probably a comment he received and read, and it's like he'll be just talking about shit that nobody's brought up yet, and he's like, "Oh, and you guys that say that my fucking shirt buttons were off, it's just I was in a hurry that morning." And
but he could be making up the hate too, because like a lot of it is like, who the fuck said this? Like,
I don't think he is though.
That's
he's not smart enough. He's not smart enough to ride a hate wave. Like Snapper was really good at that. Like he would purposely post stupid shit to get everybody all pissed off, and then all of his videos would get a fuckload of views. Like he joked about it. Like it was genius. He would post some stupid shit that was obviously ignorant, and a bunch of idiots that couldn't tell that it was rage bait would all go comment on his shit, and he would get all kinds of engagement. But Jason isn't smart like that. He's a fucking idiot. We all know it. So when he's making these stupid little comments like, yeah, I got one blue shoelace and one red shit, somebody really fucking said something to him, and he's really responding to it. Like, that's what's so sad.
Nope, facts. I do think, and by the way, the reason we don't see those comments is because when he reads those real rage baiting ones, right, he'll delete it as soon as he reads it, because when they get him that that turned up, right, he'll delete it, because that's one thing funny about these ones that don't have a whole lot of a lot of engagement. If you go through that, it'll say like 10, like here, I'll click on one. It will say like 10 comments, right? You go down here to go way down here to like some of the ones he posted when he first started this place, right? So like this one, let's see. He's deleted so many that he's basically deleted all the posts that didn't get a lot of shit on him, right? Like which he's always done that, right? But like, so this one says 13 comments. Right? But you go down here and obviously go to all comments, right? You make sure you hit all comments. It says it has 13 comments on it. But when you go down through here, there's clearly, even with the replies, right? There's all the comments, right? There's all the comments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there's 1, 2. There's 2 replies. So not that that's a huge difference, but there's 9 comments with 2 replies. That's 11 total, right? But magically, it says on there's 13, which means he deleted a couple. That's not a huge surprise from Jason that he's deleting shit, right? Like that's not a surprise to any of us. It's just funny that like you said, is he'll read some raging shit. He'll read some ragey shit, and then he'll fucking answer to it. And then he'll be mad at the haters for commenting, right? Oh, you haters, that's all you do is fucking hate comment, you motherfuckers, right? Meanwhile, like he just doesn't get it right. All right. Let's move on to this most recent post because it's funny as fuck. All right, so for anybody that doesn't know, let's see here. I want to make sure because I can't remember the broker paid. All right, so 3 hours ago, right? We're going to talk more about Hurricane, even though he said multiple times is the last time I'm talking about Hurricane. So 3 hours ago, Jason posted. Goddamn, I'll repeat myself. Truckers coach, 3 hours ago. Laser focused. I'm laser focused now. This is what's funny, right? Jason posts shit. He repeats shit even in his fucking posts, right? We've all seen this.
Now I'm laser focused.
Yeah. Laser focused. I'm laser focused now. And finally, it's about time. For the first time in 5 years, I'm back and I'm focused on the prize at hand. No more distractions. No more other companies stick it out and grind like only I knew how to. I don't know what that means. I mean, I know what it means, but he wrote it wrong. Right?
He only knows how to grind. Like nobody else could do it, just like him.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm a damn Marine. Nothing can hold us U.S. Marines back.
No. That's again, us, Murray. That's like, us. No U.S. There's no period. Okay, it's us.
It's just weird the way he writes shit because he'll say something and then he'll repeat it within like 4 words, right? Laser focused. I'm laser focused now, right? Like you already said, laser focused. You don't have to tell us twice in like 4 words.
Nobody can do it like Marines.
Yeah. I'm a damn Marine. Nothing can hold us U.S. Marine. What?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I get the point, right? He's trying to let everybody know that Marines can do anything, and that's fine.
But tough guy.
It's a weird to say. Okay, all right, continue on. I'm a damn Marine. Nothing can hold back U.S. Marine. You can do anything you set your mind to, people. I've done it. Once I've done it twice. I've done it 6 times. I'll own one again very soon. He's talking about a truck, which he didn't tell us any of that. He's just talking, like randomly saying anything. I'll have a, now he's talking about his trucks, right? I'll have a 2022 or newer truck with a small note, $1,500 or less a month, not a week, auto shift, probably an international. I've got a dealer picked out. That's the guy in Indianapolis. By the way, I know that dealership, and that dealership will, they will know when he comes in there. All right, 2, a 2019 or newer trailer paid in cash, a drive-in more than likely, possibly a reefer. Hold on. I know. Hold on one second. Let me finish this. All right. Within a year, time starts today. Long talk with the wife. This is where we want to be again. So come hell or high water, this is where we'll be. Watch the progress. Here, I'll keep you updated. As always, time starts now. Okay, go ahead, Trip. Sorry. I just want to get through that because he's fast.
He's purchasing the trailer right now.
Right.
For 2 years.
Yep.
Why the fuck doesn't he just continue that? Instead of putting all the money into it and then going to buy a drive-in trailer. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yep. So here's another stupid question to add into that stupid. I mean, that's not a stupid question. It just, I mean, the way he's doing it, right? So if he wants to buy a truck, right? If he wants to buy a truck, why doesn't he? That he's going to make payments on, right? He just said that he's gonna have to make payments. He's already
right now.
That's what I'm saying. So why doesn't he go do that now instead of lease purchasing? That's it doesn't make any sense, right? Like, why doesn't he do that now? By the way, people, for anybody that members, is when he left Hirschbach and he went to be a company bitch, right, back in October of 2025, he was on SoCal's live feed talking about that he'd already saved up almost 10 grand, right, in like a month, right, in like 3 or 4 weeks right before Thanksgiving, so he could go buy a truck. And then after he'd already saved that money up, supposedly, I mean, that's what he said, is he decided to throw all that away and go drive for BLC for 4 or 5 months, but he had to save up $5,000, right, to put the down payment for the BLC truck. So he's already did this in the last 8 months. He's already went this route in the last eight months.
You know what it is? I figured it out. Daphne's cancer treatment. That's where all this money's going to, because I'm not even trying to be funny. It's just
no.
I mean, that must be it.
There has to be something, because the money thing doesn't make any sense. Because like you said, is he literally, right? I mean, we all know this, is since New Year's, right? Because according to him, he's at BLC on January 1st of 2026. Since New Year's, he's on his third lease purchase, right? Since January 1st of 2026, he's on his third lease purchase. So why in the fuck, if he's gonna get a truck with a small note? By the way, $1,500 a month, right? $1,500 a month is a standard note for a used truck, right? For anybody, I assume a lot of you probably know that, right? Like that's not like some kind of special deal or some kind of high, I don't know what to even call it, right? That's a standard note for a used truck, $1,500 a month. So why doesn't he do that now instead of running illegally? And I don't know. Also, he had a truck at BLC, if anybody remembers, that was a 2023 with a warranty that was under $1,500. Now I know it was weekly payments, right? But it was under $1,500 a week. Again, I realize that month, weeks, a big difference. But he had already paid, according to him, a month and a half into it. So he could have just continued running for them for $250 a mile. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense, right?
So this is trucking. Something is always going to happen, right? Yep. So he's lease purchasing the truck right now. He says he's going to get the money up, I'm assuming, for the down payment within a year. So he's going to run this truck for a year. They're charging him whatever they're charging him, plus a trailer and all that. Probably $1,500 to $2,000 a week. Let's go with $2,000 total. Okay. So that's gonna be 24 grand, or excuse me, that's $2,000 a week. It's gonna be whatever the fuck that is for the year. Why is he wasting that money now? Why doesn't he just finish up that lease and buy the truck?
James Best fucking nailed it. He said he's so determined to prove the haters wrong, he's losing his fucking mind trying to do it. So he's going to do whatever he thinks is the fastest track to
That's stupid, though. Just drive the fucking truck.
Yeah, but he is stupid. That's the problem.
Yep.
Get your $2,000 to $3,000 a week and just save up money over time. Yes, it sucks. It fucking sucks. It fucking blows. But just do it.
Right. I mean, I know this isn't trucking related, right? But I've been saving up since fucking I don't know, January to buy a fucking toy per se, right? And I'm not anywhere really close to where I need to be. But like I don't get it, man. I don't, right? It's fucking crazy, dude.
It's frustrating, yes, but you're a fucking man. And we have time. No matter what, the time is going to come. You know what I mean? As long as you stay alive, the time is going to come. So just do what you can instead of trying to stress yourself out.
No, you're not wrong, 412. You're not. You're 100% not.
Okay, so you know those things you were just reading a minute ago with the
what up, Daycap?
Where he repeats himself several times. What up?
Yep.
What up, Trip? Okay.
They're gonna call me quick.
He's saying them into a mirror and practicing them first, right?
100%.
I'm laser focused, and I'm laser focused. I am laser focused.
I'm
focused like a fucking laser. I'm focused like a fucking laser, like a CERN collider.
Yes.
That's what I'm laser focused. Okay, That's it, Jason. You're fucking laser focused. I got it. Oh,
He's like a
get
wrestler.
this bitch.
You think he's
Yeah.
talking to GW? For anybody, GW has been kind of missing in action, right? If you go to
No, he
GW's
hasn't.
TikTok, well, no, he hasn't. He's here, right? Well, no one leaves.
Yeah.
Big Cap is the king of this. No one leaves YouTube, right? But GW has got on this wrestling kick for the last month. He posts 9 or 10 or 12 times about wrestling. Oh my God, I can't believe they gave the strap to a fucking Big A, right? In the on Monday night. Literally, it's on his talking about Jason, and we know Jason's a wrestling guy, right? Remember Jason couldn't drive on Mondays because WWE Raw was at
Oh
5 p.m.
my
on
God.
Monday night, and he wouldn't drive on Mondays. Does everybody remember that? That wasn't that. I mean, that was a couple years ago.
Christ.
But he
Oh,
would
geez,
not.
you're
He would
right.
not drive on
Had to make it
Mondays.
home
to
for
be
Raw.
ready for
Oh, you're
WWE
right.
Raw. He wouldn't drive
Yes.
because he didn't want to be stuck driving at 5 p.m. on a Monday, so he just wouldn't
You
drive
can
on
listen
Monday.
to it. I like wrestling. I'm gonna say you listen to it because like who watches wrestling? You listen to the story. That's what you're listening to. You know they
Yep.
talk for the whole goddamn show. They don't even wrestle anymore.
Right.
Like what the fuck, man? Like
Yes,
God
wrestling
damn
is- I know. It's just
I was just.
it's no. You're
I was
100% right.
If somebody has some awesome AI animation skills, I would appreciate a video in which he's doing his self affirmation, yelling in the mirror. I
I'm
don't
sure
know, it would give me-
TJ's on it
would
right
give
now.
me a
TJ's
chuckle.
doing it right now. Yeah,
Yeah,
TJ's
look,
looking
all right.
in the mirror right now.
Look, all right.
Yeah,
With that
yeah.
being said, and now
DJ's
in our
good at
minds,
that.
we're all thinking about Jason standing in front of his fucking in his bunk with his mirror, right, his full length mirror, facing him, right, in between the seats where he can see his whole body. Now that we know that, I'm going to read this top part again, right? All right, Truckers Coach, 3 hours ago.
Stop it. Stop it.
No, I'm reading it again. Truckers Coach, 3 hours ago. You guys suck.
I have that vision in my
Laser
head now.
focused.
Laser focused.
All right, I'm going to keep repeating it until I get it out without anybody laughing. Truckers Coach, 3 hours ago. Laser focused. I'm laser focused now. And finally, it's about time. For the first time in 5 years, I'm back and focused on the prize at hand. No more distractions. No other companies stick it out and grind like only one know how to. And it's supposed to be I, but he has a one there. Anyways, I'm a damn Marine. Nothing can
Marine.
hold us, U.S. Marine. Literally, that's how it reads, right? You can do anything you set your mind to, people. He has the wrong two in there, by the way.
Two. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Like
to
the
you.
number two?
O's too.
Awesome.
So
I've
he's got
done it.
2-2.
Yeah,
Two
I've done
O's.
it once.
two-
I've done
two
it
with
twice.
2 O's.
I've done it 6 times, and now I'll own it again very soon.
Very,
What the
very soon.
fuck, right?
It's
God
own
So
damn it.
close. I've come
What's up, Derek?
so far.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Okay,
Dude,
wait. Can you start it over? Can you start it
Yeah, you
over?
want me-
Because it's
you want me
fucking
to read it
funny. One more time.
I
one
guess
more
he's
All right,
typing it
don't talk.
because of
Nobody
the
talk. Dirty. All
typos.
right.
Oh, I'm talking. I'm Jason talking. I'm Jason's third personality, okay?
Truckers
Yeah,
Coach.
Come get you some.
Yes.
Truckers Coach.
Yes.
3 hours ago. Laser focused. I'm
Laser.
focused now, and it's finally about time.
Finally.
For the first time in 5 years, I'm back and focused at the product at hand. No more distractions. No
Done.
more companies. Stick
That's
it out
right.
and grind only like I know how to. I'm a damn Marine. Nothing
I'm a
can hold
Marine.
us back, U.S. Marine. You can
Hoorah.
do anything you set your mind to. I've done it once. I've done it twice. I've done it 6 times. And
Like
I'm
Jordan.
going once again very soon.
Mm.
Yes, there you go. By the way, listen, that's 3 hours ago. But if you go down here to 15 hours ago, he posts Hurricane Express versus Spot Reefer. Should I go back to this is a poll on Facebook. Should I go back to Hurricane Express? I'm not sure what to do. Spot Reefer rates are great, but Hurricane Express was really good to me. Should I go back? That was 15 hours ago.
Then he said today he was approved. He said today he was approved.
Yep. So
And in that
literally,
poll, they all told him to go back. It's like overwhelmingly.
but so literally, he's laser focused 3 hours ago,
Laser.
but 12 hours ago, he's still trying to figure out if he wants to go back to Hurricane. So something happened in the last 12 hours.
Wait,
That is
you remember
laser
Star
focus.
Wars? You remember Star Wars when those fucking stormtroopers shoot the goddamn laser? Is that how? And they always miss. That's
Right.
how laser focused he is. He's
Yeah, they never
like a
hit.
stormtrooper.
Right, they always
He
hit
never
left,
hit.
right, fucking above, right? Fucking bounce off the ground, right? They're bouncing off the fucking floor in front of the fucking stormtrooper or the fucking Jedi
Yeah.
and shit. Right? They never can hit them. Doesn't matter how close they are, right? They can't hit them. You would think in Star Wars the guns would like auto aim, like, oh, there's a warm body, fucking shoot it, can't miss. But no, not Star Wars, right? They're fucking all over.
That's how laser focused he is. Yes.
I'm driving
Oh
a
my
big.
god.
Y'all are just a bunch of haters. I'm
Yes,
laser
that's
focused,
true.
so
That's true.
I
Nah,
get
she's
it.
right.
I get it.
Jerry, I'm
Right.
laser
I think I'm
focused
gonna
on
go
you.
lease purchase at
412
Hurricane
says,
also.
if he was Jason Pote and he's constantly losing, why not get a pickup truck and try being a hotshot driver or a box van guy?
Oh, that sounds like a
Oh,
good
it should be
idea.
so
Sprinter
lucky.
van.
Could you imagine him blowing out a tire every other day?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
was seeing
okay.
a
All right.
box truck sleeper,
There you go.
like those
Could
little
you imagine
home-built
that?
ones.
You see
That,
the
yeah,
potato?
the whole yeah, that looks like cardboard or something. They got like the
Mhm.
plywood.
Mhm.
They like the angles are all fucked up and shit, right? And the
Mhm.
windows are all sideways. Oh yeah. All right. So by the way, while we're still making fun of Jason, I got one more post because that this one's funny, all in itself. Now this is the one I was sort of just reading, but I didn't read all of it. So yesterday at 8, what are you saying, Terry?
The potato one is pretty funny. Oh,
Yeah,
I just-
potatoes.
Yeah, all of these posts that
Oh,
he's
that
like,
one was really confusing. I couldn't tell if he was happy that there was more space or that was too bad. Like I couldn't tell if it was good or bad. Like
yeah,
the fuck?
yeah, the one. Oh, you're talking about the one where he showed the actual potato load. Yeah, where he's like, it doesn't look like they filled it up all the way. I was
No,
like,
no, I'm talking like he backed into like the thing that
Oh, the
lifts up
tipper,
the
yes.
trailer.
yeah, the
Yeah, and he
tipper
was
one.
like, yeah, this one's really good. There's a lot of room, but
Yeah.
too much room. And I'm like, wait a second,
yeah,
what?
it's got a concrete drive
Paved,
instead of
yeah,
gravel.
not gravel. Like, wait, what? Is this good or bad? Like, I don't get it.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's so stupid. All right, look. Yesterday at 8:46 p.m. Right, roughly 26 or 27 hours ago, right? Hurricane Express versus Spot Read. This is a different Hurricane Express one, right? Because he's not sure still. He's still wavering, right? Listen, I need your help. And I don't need asshole comments. If you want to comment, fine. But I'm taking a vote. Tell me why that's fine. That's what he wrote, by the way. Tell me
What's
why
the vote?
that's fine.
What's the vote?
The vote is thumbs up and hearts, by the way, right? Because
Mark,
they don't have
Mark, make me,
posts on Facebook. They don't have a post
Mark,
on
make
Facebook.
make me full screen for a second, please.
All right, hold on. I gotta go. I gotta get off Facebook here. Hold on.
Okay. Just when
All
you
right,
get a
go.
chance.
Oh,
look
Lord.
At my new avatar.
There it is. There it is. Hold on, let me
The
get rid of
internet.
there. That's amazing. Jason in the mirror, fucking in the goddamn
Oh.
bat in the fucking truck stop mirror, practicing his next post on Facebook. Right? I'm laser focused. Look at me. Look at myself. Look at me. Look at myself.
So
Look back at
if
me.
you can,
I'm laser
I don't know
focused.
if you can zoom in, but there's a poster behind him telling him he's laser focused in a Marine.
Oh my
so
god.
Here,
you
let me
can
see.
read the little thing on the wall.
Yeah, I need to get
Does it
that,
any bigger when I do that? No, it doesn't. God damn it. It just
Oh,
doesn't.
God.
Fucking amazing.
I'm actually laser focused because I'm between these two barriers right now, and there's oncoming traffic with their fucking bright ass lights, and I literally couldn't see the barriers on either side. I'm laser fucking focused, trying to look to the right barrier because you're right between it. So crossing a fucking bridge.
Oh my god. This shit's dude. This shit's fucking. You can't make this shit up, right? With Jason, you can't make this shit up. So
All right, I'm not laser focused anymore. Let me see this picture.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna finish this post because this post is funny. It's another. Jason's funny. He doesn't realize he's funny, but he can be a comedian. All right, I'm gonna read this again. Listen, I need your help, and I don't need the asshole comments. If you want to comment, fine, but I'm taking a vote. Tell me why that's fine.
Tell me why.
Beautiful grammar.
What?
Beautiful grammar, right? Like,
Yeah,
I don't understand the last part of it. Tell me why that's fine. What's fine? That you're making a vote?
Text worse.
That fine or the asshole comments part? I don't know. All right. Anyways,
That's
continue.
fine.
I'm approved. Now listen, I'm approved to go back to Hurricane. Can start as early as next Wednesday if I want to. I have requested an Now listen to this part, people. I have requested an automatic because my knee just won't hold up to the clutching in traffic anymore.
I thought he was a goddamn Marine. Like, what the fuck?
Right, but after 27 years. By the way, does anybody know in the last 5 years how many? Do what?
You don't need a clutch in traffic. I'm just saying.
Well, but in the last 5 years, and more than that, when does anybody think the last time Jason drove a clutch truck was? Does anybody have a wild guess?
He was just driving at 18 speed.
I know, before Hurricane, right? Before Hurricane.
Betsy the fucking International with the APU that only ran on ether was an automatic.
Right. Yeah.
So like, what was that? 8 years ago now?
Something like that was 2018,
okay,
right?
Keep reading though, because he fucking has to get his knee replaced like the other one. Oh my bad.
Yeah. So okay, all right. I'm approved to go back to Hurricane. Can start as early as next Wednesday if I want to. I have requested an automatic because my knee just won't hold up in clutching after 27 years of it. I tried. It just won't. God damn it, man. His grammar. I tried. It just won't. I'll be rebuilding the knee just like I did the other one 2 or 3 years ago. Well, it just says the other one in 2 or 3 years.
Wait a minute.
I know. Hold on. Let me finish.
All right.
I'm sure they can accommodate. Here's my question. Do I return to Hurricane or continue to work what I started? Or stay reefer spot on lease. This is how it's written.
It's another thing you started too.
And then it's thumbs up and all that shit. But can anybody remember him getting his knee rebuilt the last 2 or 3 years?
There you go.
I read it and that was the first thing I thought of. So if we roll back time, right? If we go through the
$6 million man, we can rebuild him.
Well,
wasn't the International a stick? That was a 10-speed, so that's probably the last time.
Yeah, so it's like 2018.
Was that an automatic? I don't know.
No.
We have the technology.
Right in it?
That one was an automated. The one that Hensley got? Yeah, it was automated because we used to make fun of him about it.
That's right, yeah.
Obvious reasons.
So, and the Volvo was before that truck, right? Wasn't the Volvo before that truck or after?
Yeah, no, the Volvo was right after.
That's right.
He got rid of that because his tax lady told him having paid off equipment was stupid, and to go do a full maintenance lease on a Volvo so he could write it off. Remember?
That's right. I remember that. And then the problem was the when the radiator blew up because that wasn't part of the maintenance program. Did
he fire her though? Did he fire her?
Probably
I don't think she existed in like the same reality that we live in.
Yeah. She's not the same as normal tax lady, right? She's in Jason. I ate a bunch of pills. Tax lady world.
Right.
On a Friday night kind of thing, right? Hey guys, hey y'all. Jason Poe here, and I'm gonna go meet my tax lady as soon as I take these fucking 9 pills with my Mountain Dew, and I'll be back. Y'all hang tight.
He goes on a trip. And his favorite magic ship. Okay, I got you.
Yep,
I feel like his channel needs a fucking disclaimer. Like every time a video starts, it plays. it plays the fucking disclaimer. He's like, "What's up, guys? The truckers coach here," and then it fucking pops up on the screen, and that little robot voice is like, "All opinions and views expressed in this video are subject to being addicted to opioids and being out of your fucking mind." Like, it's like warn you. No, I don't think he's taking any psychedelics, but he's definitely fucking pain pilled up like a motherfucker.
Yes.
Well, his knee is like he's in a lot of pain, like a wrestler.
Well, so
Of
okay,
course, yeah.
so back to the knee thing. So if we roll back time, right, 2 or 3 years ago, so they started JS Solutions started in around May or June of 2023, right? So that would be 3 years ago, roughly. I mean, within a couple months. If you guys remember, this time right now was when Jason and Stewie took a month off after starting their company for 30 days. Then they took a whole month off. If you guys remember, I remember. Right, they did the truck stop or the rest area. We were sitting on a picnic table, and then they disappeared off the internet for fucking 30 days. They're like, we needed a break already, right? We had to get some
And
shit.
don't
straightened out
forget-
for the company.
Don't forget, Stewie's wife had a lot of money.
Yep. Yes. Very rich.
Stewie doesn't have any money, but his wife was very wealthy.
She is. So anyway, so that was 3 years ago. And then obviously we can all continue forward to the mini job. But do you think Jason would have mentioned to us that he was getting his right knee, which by the way, that would have been his accelerator pedal knee and technically his brake.
Well, that's why he
rebuilt?
only goes 55 miles per hour.
That might be true.
So I figured it out. When he took Daphne to the magic waters of the Icelandic Himalayan,
Yes.
pancreatic cancer survival place, they dipped his knee in the water, and now that rebuilt it.
That fixed it.
Oh,
That's why we didn't hear
makes
about
sense.
it. Right.
Yeah.
That just
Kind of like, what's that? Doctor Strange. He has like mind, so he's really still paralyzed and fucked up, but his mind is
So
so
the hot
powerful.
The hot tub on that cruise was actually the Fountain of Youth.
Yes.
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 It was a
Yes.
Lazarus
That's-
pit from
Yeah.
fucking Batman. Yes.
So
Oh,
hold
God.
on. 3 years, 3 or 4, we assume years ago, because you just sort of trailed off. And how do you just trail off while you're typing? You just sort of like stop doing
Yeah.
it. 3 or
just
4,
kinda-
just loses
Oh, I'm
interest.
not sure.
He ran out of minutes in his shower. He did that after he took his shower, so he only like 8 minutes left in front of the mirror, right? And so he's like, "Oh fuck, okay, I gotta get out of here.
Jamboree.
We'll start this over again at some point here in the future and talk about my bad knee."
It's
And I
'cause,
can't drive a clutch.
Hey,
He was sitting on the toilet in the love shower, typing away, reading comments, and the cleaning people started knocking on the door and scared him, so he had to go.
I hate when
Shut
that
it down,
happens.
yes.
shut
Hey,
it
3 or
down.
so 3 or 4 years ago, where was he? Was that?
I'm not
Well,
sure
Rad
which
Rap?
was
Harder.
it 3 or 4 years ago,
Well,
because I don't know when I got my
That's-
surgery.
Good point.
Harder was 4 years
between
ago,
3 and 4
'cause-
is like 7 jobs. So good
Yeah.
point.
That's what I'm
Or
Maybe
saying.
he
harder
flies
deal
down
is,
in Nicaragua and gets those stem cells put in his knee.
Well, but
If
so
you go to Tim's channel 4 years ago, he's complaining about fucking Ardor, and that guy David
Okay.
H did a video 4
yeah.
years ago talking like making fun of the coach, like what the fuck, and he
Yeah.
made some good points that I didn't even ever realize. I think I shared the video to you, Narc,
yeah, I
but,
shared it out too. If you guys didn't see it, it's on my
Okay.
post. Funny.
because he made some really good points where he's like, how come he's telling people to go to a company store that they don't work for to buy shirts?
Yes.
He was
Yes.
telling everybody to go to Ardor and buy Ardor shirts. It's like, well, what if they don't work there? Like, why would they do that?
Roll up. Yes.
Yeah.
Roll up in my Schneider IC truck with an Ardor shirt. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. What's that for? Oh, I watched this guy on YouTube. But oh, all right then.
Yeah.
I guess.
I
So
thought
4
it was
years ago,
his
he's an Ardor.
store. Yeah.
Right. He's doing. Hold on. So he's still doing lives at that point, right? Back then.
Yes. Yeah.
The round
Yeah, he
tables.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so somewhere between the round tables and the feeding each other chicken in a fucking IKEA parking lot or whatever, somewhere in that time span.
Yeah,
he had
the
a knee replacement,
Yep.
and he didn't mention it. And someone went, "Oh man, are you going to be able to make your payment?" And he didn't say, "Well, shucks, guys, I don't know, but if you wanted to super chat me or buy a shirt for $12 and pay $100, I could sure use the money for my recovery." You're trying to tell me that isn't what he would have done? Come on, man.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Like what? Like why did we
He
not?
didn't get surgery. He rebuilt it by going to Nicaragua, getting fucking those
It just
stem
magically got
cells.
rebuilt, right? It just magically
Stem
got.
cells.
I just can't imagine that this dude didn't think to mention one time that his right knee got rebuilt,
Uh-huh.
right? That he had knee surgery on his driving.
Was he an athlete?
Leg, right?
Was he an athlete?
He might have been.
Yeah,
think so.
maybe. I don't have any idea.
Well,
I'm just wondering why his
maybe-
knee is so fucked up.
Maybe he really did get the surgery, but he got brain damaged because the anesthesia got messed up because he got one of those TikTok doctors that was like dancing while they were doing the surgery and not paying attention to his patient. Because I mean, he's always been kind of weird, but like the last couple of years, he's been like completely fucking unhinged.
All right, I'm gonna get a drink.
And I'm like, it comes across as like brain damage to me.
So you think
Like,
the
he's-
anesthesiologist was just like doing TikToks? Wait a second,
Yeah.
4 years
They're
ago.
like-
Okay, 4 years
They're like,
ago.
hey,
but-
isn't he supposed to be breathing? And they're like, oh shit! They had to like bring him back, and like, he'll have a little bit of brain damage, but he's
That
kind of
sounds
dumb
like
when he
something
came
that
in.
would happen on 1,000 Ways to Die. Like when that fucking
Yeah.
doctor
Yeah, it
was
does.
banging the chick on the fucking X-ray machine, and they kept taking a picture of this guy's brain, and he fucking died because the X-rays were just too powerful because he was fucking
Oh
the
god,
fucking
that's
nurse.
terrible.
Yeah, that's like the worst
Oh,
way
that's
you could
horrible.
possibly die. Yeah, and the doctor
I
was
liked-
banging some nurse, and her butt
liked
kept
that
hitting
show.
the X-ray exposure. Yeah.
I like there's the episode where a bunch of kids, and it's kind of hit home because it's probably something I would have done. Like a bunch of like younger teenagers were partying, they're drinking, smoking, and they found some house. Like, look, there's no one in the house, and then they're getting fucked up, and it was being tented for termites, so they all just died. It's not funny, but
Oh wow.
on the show, it was like, oh god, the reenactment. You know what I mean? It's not funny. I'm sorry.
At being an owner
Terrifying.
Oh god, we're getting a fucking video coming up. Yeah, I mean,
Right.
I've seen so many of those 1,000 Ways to Die.
That was a great show.
Have you seen all 1,000?
I don't think
No,
there was.
dude.
I don't know. I mean, that would be a lot of watching.
In a horrible twist of fate, there was only 362 episodes.
Right? 360
Yeah,
ways
Two
to-
more seasons out
But
of it.
whoa! There are multiple ways to die on each episode. It's not one per episode. Okay, so
That's
Yeah.
true.
yeah.
I don't know. We're out of ideas. Why didn't we name it 362 Ways to Die? We really
Yeah.
should have thought this through.
I mean, well, that might be one of the ways to die.
So,
True.
Yes.
The best one was these like two fucking Japanese or Chinese people in like a high rise, and they were like head banging and shit like that, like air guitar and everything, and like their adrenaline was so high. The fucking guy jumped out the window, and
Yep.
then the other guy followed him, jumping out the window to their death, and
Yep.
they weren't even on drugs or anything. It's like, what the fuck?
The first guy yelled,
know
aim
people
for
that
the
would do
bushes
that.
as they jumped out the window.
We know people that would do that. Like the one guy does it, and then his sort of slow friend that keeps following him to crappy jobs just, well, okay then, and jumps out also.
Well, it's just time to go.
Jason's like, we can survive a 100-story drop. Hell yeah, I'm a Marine, and he just dives off the balcony, and then Cooper turns towards the camera with his too small cowboy hat and his 2 cigarettes in his mouth, and he's like, "Is Jason and Stewie screwing me over. I don't think they are. I think you guys are just haters. Yeah. And he dives over the balcony.
Hat is off backwards.
Would you be that surprised? Like, I mean, like, you'd be shocked, but would you logically be like, no way? Of course you would.
No, yeah,
oh,
it couldn't happen.
Logical conclusion.
Oh my God. Two goons wanted to get high. They didn't have any money.
James Best would go live right after they splattered on the ground and be like, I told those motherfuckers not to film it. They'd still be alive if they didn't go live every time they dove out of skyscrapers. Just keep it to yourself. I know I don't keep anything. I know I tell everybody everything, but you guys should really not tell anybody anything.
Oh, all right. I said I was gonna keep this short, so I'm gonna play just so again. This guy, I share this on my page, and this is this dude going over Jason's Ardor Express career, I guess, but it's just
4 fucking years ago.
Yeah, but so they're talking for anybody that's around, right? We all remember the 55-mile-an-hour club, and Jason was pumping about how 55 mile an hour is aerodynamically, geologically correct to get the best fuel mileage in a Freightliner in a Cascadia, right? As long as it's a 2022 model, and that it's white, right? And
if you go 0 miles, you get a good thing too.
And so
you don't use any fuel.
it runs on air. Basically, it doesn't need fuel. Just fucking tailwind. Make sure you're always driving in tailwind, all that shit. So
I've been in my driveway. I've been parked in my driveway for 3 weeks and haven't spent a dime on fuel.
I haven't used an ounce of fuel, and not an ounce. By the way, did you guys know that at Ardor Express, they don't charge you if you don't drive the truck? That's one of the perks of being here. So I can stay home for weeks on end, and they don't charge me a dime.
Yeah,
right to drive the truck.
I used my once in a lifetime emergency. What was it? Like
free payment.
They'd give you a fucking free week, but they'd tack it on to the end, and it was in case you got hurt or something. So like a week and a half in, he's like, "All right, I'm gonna have to use it. I gotta go home like immediately."
I got it. I just got it 2 weeks ago, but I gotta use it as a once in a lifetime. Got 2 weeks in. I can't hold it anymore. I feel like this is the time right now. This is
That's
it.
when he got his knee surgery. What are you talking about?
There you go.
Yes.
Hey, this overtime.
You don't know these new surgeries now is like you're back walking same day.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
You can drive yourself to it and everything.
Yes. Yeah, drive yourself home.
Overtime, I love it. There's a guy named Buttermilk, right? And I don't know why, because I do a lot of Jason, and he's got a Jason Pote titled video. It's like it's 4 or 5 years old now, and it's just this weird guy, right? I mean, it's whatever, but he's talking shit about Jason the whole time, and I'll see if I can pull his channel up because I don't think he does.
That guy hasn't. I bet you it's older than that.
It might be. I
remember that guy.
Yeah,
I remember Hensley found him. That was a long time ago.
And he's just like,
Buttermilk.
For real? This dude's a fucking idiot, right? And he's like, I'm no genius, but this guy's a fucking idiot.
Yes.
Dude, that Buttermilk channel is so old. Some of the videos he has, Jason still has hair.
Damn.
Yeah, he still has a full head of hair.
Oh, it's just so funny.
He had a yellow. I forget who he worked for. That guy was cool. He was a little odd, but he gave it a shot. You know what I mean? He had a yellow truck. I remember that.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Hi, Terry.
I had to switch my lasers because now it's getting dark. So I had
you
to
went to
switch
your
them.
nighttime lasers?
Yeah.
Are you looking at infrared right now, or how does that work?
No, they're purple.
Yeah, purple lasers.
Purple laser.
Purple
Okay.
lasers are good for the rain. You do the purple rain lasers.
Purple rain laser.
Yeah.
Oh,
that'll be for tomorrow because I got to go through the rain probably. So
there you go. You're pre-warming your lasers up. Pre-testing.
Southwest is getting hammered, dude.
Yeah.
Southwest
You're calibrating your
right.
laser.
Calibrating. We're
Yeah.
calibrating, zeroing in the lasers for tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
How? Terry,
You
can
use
do
laser
variable
board?
speeds?
Huh?
Laser. Can you do variable speeds? Like, could you get your laser to only do about 55, feet per second or so? And I bet the battery would last a lot longer.
Yeah, we're doing about 56 right now, so yeah.
Oh, no, you're just wasting laser is what you're doing.
Laser,
You'll
yeah.
never hit your
You're
bonus.
just you're 100%.
It's not paying you, and you're not making any money.
Sorry, I didn't mean
Rates are
fuck. I was trying to clear it on my thing here.
Yeah,
So all right, I'm gonna play a little
It's
bit of
funny
this.
you said that though, because years ago, somebody science class, they were like, "Does anybody know the speed of light?" And this kid Aldo Scalora raised his hand. It was like about 55 miles per hour. So there you go.
There it is.
There it is.
Well, it is. You had an
About
answer.
55
I give
miles
you
an hour.
that.
That's
55 miles an hour.
good laser speed. Good laser speed. It works good for lots of stuff. You wouldn't imagine or believe what it does for semi trucks on the highway. I'm just saying right now.
Yes.
It gets exactly 8.5. It gets exactly 8.5 light years to the gallon. That way you can get your $2,000 a week
You
paycheck.
get your bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, overtime. You're right. So there it is. Yeah, so that bitch is 9 years old, right? Yeah, there. The saying coach is cooking trash. That's awesome. All right. So this guy, right? This video is Arter Express time. He's talking about one of the live feeds Jason did with the fuel controversy. I'm just gonna play a couple minutes of it because he's obviously playing Jason, and look how different Jason is. And just listen to what he said.
Bad
We
and
all remember this
everything.
shit, but we don't remember this because, of course, he erased it because that way we won't remember how stupid this was. But listen,
driving slow and getting that extra few dollars is well worth it. But that slow? No. I would need Xanax. I would need freaking uppers. I'd need downers.
They are
I'd
on
need
that
sideways
shit.
pills. I'd need freaking.
yeah, that's true. That's the funny part about this comment, right?
I
So
know.
this guy has this
McDonald's-
broke down in like chapters, and so I picked this one because the dude's talking about I'd have to be on all these all these downers. Jason is on all these downers. That's why the 50 hour works because he is on all this shit, right? Like
He was going 88 miles per hour about to cruise through the time barrier, but really he's going 55 miles per hour because it's slow.
Yeah, he's fucking doing Mach 1 above the highway, right? Like, but no, he's just doing 55, holding up traffic, right? Like that's what he's doing.
He's in his driveway making engine noises with his mouth.
Have you ever wanted to see
It's like
your home from space?
Chris Farley
With this
driving that
free
fucking
satellite
police
tool,
car.
You can zoom right down to your
Yeah.
exact address in just seconds. Imagine.
I'm going to
Thought
show
he was
you
going
a
fast.
screenshot right now of what
Oh,
I got
God.
at 55 miles an hour on. This was in mid-trip that I took this screenshot, but it was for 373
He's
miles
fucking
on a
amped.
16,000 pound load. I got
He's amped.
11.
He's so excited.
Look at his
Okay,
eyes.
now,
His eyes are so
When,
red.
now these computers are not the most accurate things in the world. So when I put pen to paper, when I
Look,
build back
did you
up,
just hear what he
I
said right there?
Pen to
He said
paper.
computers are not the most accurate thing in the world. Jason's math skills are better than computers. He literally just said that, right? Right? Listen to this statement he made, right?
23 miles on a 16,000 pound load.
By the way, this is a 4-year-old video, and you can still randomly stop the video at any point. And Jason has the weirdest, most retarded face, just like nowadays, right? Like that didn't change at all. It is not changed, right? Like look, like start,
I got 11.
start. There you go, or whatever, right? It's just whatever. All right, here we go.
11.9.
Oh
Okay?
my god.
Now, when,
11.9.
now, these computers are not the most accurate
Right
things
there.
in the world. So when I put pen to paper, when I filled back up, I actually lost 2/10. So it put me at 11.7 when I filled up. Okay. So
Sure it did.
What
So
the fuck are we
11.7
talking about
versus
right now?
11.9.
This is the
So
the
2
mileage you
tenths
get in.
of a mile is worth. No, you're out of your mind, dude. Truckers, I didn't want to
You're out
make
of
the
your
truckers
mind.
joke
You just now
comment
finding
because
this out.
I know a lot of people I know I refer to you like that, but dude, you got to be joking.
the Don't always go off what these trucks say. Use pen to paper. And all you got to do is
use pen to paper. And, you know, there's so many factors that going in to trying to figure out your fuel mileage. The way you fill your truck up can really screw you, okay? Do you fill it up and let it shut off and don't touch it? Now, did it shut off for real or did it accidentally shut off? So now you got to touch it. Man, shut the hell up.
miles to the gallons that you fill back
what
up.
are we
You gotta
talking
fill the full
about?
tanks. And then put your miles to the gallons that you fill back up to.
And most
How do you know how many
freight
gallons
runners I
you
can talk about, you can't fill up full because the way the trade tanks are designed,
every time,
the way they set in
dummy.
there. And
Oh, okay.
You can see exactly how far your computer's off. Some
Well,
people's
so this
trucks
video's
are
got
spot
me
on.
just
Mine's 0.2 of a mile
crying.
off, and sometimes it's 3. But for the most part, it's about 0.2 off. Okay, so this 11.9, when I put the paper to it that I'm showing you here, was actually 11.7. But I want to show you at 373 miles into my trip where I was. It
73.
actually showed 12.0 for a time, but when I pulled into the parking lot to get parked to where I could take this screenshot for you guys, I lost 1/10 of a mile per gallon. So,
and that's because you slowed the
not how
truck
that
down and you
works.
started accelerating, decelerating, and the computer is supposed to go, oh, look, he's using more fuel. Man, oh my God.
Now, the
How do you
computers
call
aren't that
yourself a
accurate,
coach?
guys.
Because
Jason's trying
I've
to
seen
prove
over the years you're so up and down willy-nilly and do this, don't do this, do that, don't do that, all over the board. God, I know you burnt somebody when you sold them a truck. Man, come on, man.
Yeah, look, he's
Watch the
talking about the
screenshot right
Hensley
here.
truck. I know you burnt somebody when
Yeah,
you
he
sold
is.
him a truck. He's talking about fucking Betsy.
here, and then I will be back to tell you more.
All right. So this is a funny part. I'm not going to play much more of this. So here's this screen, right? And for anybody that was around during this time, we all made fun of them because they were using, this is how they were bragging about their fuel mileage, right? So God damn it, play.
Okay, I'm watching it. Now what?
So now you know it's real. 11.9, which actually turned out with the pen and
Dude, I could get screenshots of freaking my onboard deal at 6570 showing 11.9. When I'm empty,
paper to 11.7.
All you got to do is coast
Now, I
downhill.
see
Yeah,
photos
he
on
just
there
goes
that
down a
they're
hill.
posting 7s.
Right. It's so
You know, 1,100 miles to the gallon.
And they think that is great fuel economy, and it's
No,
not.
it's not.
It's not
No.
great fuel economy,
it's not.
especially when you're running a business. You have to forget about being a company driver.
those guys are also driving long nose Pete's and doing 900 miles an hour. So yeah, you're right. All you got to do is keep it at 65 or so, and you're going to get pretty damn good fuel mileage. 55 is out of the question.
He's so flabbergasted.
And a lot of folks, this is your first gig at being an owner-operator, okay? But you have to run this like a business. You have to quit just filling the truck up whenever you want to. You got to remember when you're...
Now, what the funny part, I'm not gonna play anymore. But like I said, I shared this on my community post. If you guys want to see this, fact check, and Josh did too. But the funny part about this is, so he right there, right? Jason's talking about, what he always talks about. You got to run it like a business. Meanwhile, Jason, again, since January 1st, right? We don't have to go much. We can go backwards from that. But since January 1st, Jason is on his 3rd lease purchase of the year. Right, but you got to make sure you run it like a business. And the last company he was at, he was talking about fuel mileage real heavy. But I don't know if fuel mileage matters when you jump around.
Wait, no, stop. Because he was going to purchase that truck too.
Yeah, he was playing like that one too.
Yeah. My bad. That is
Pretty
the third
sure
one.
when they were at Swift, I don't know if Jason and Tim were doing it, but I know for sure Dave was doing it for a while, where they were like, they would like take a load and say the load was like 700 miles, and they would sit there and they divide their, their fuel by the miles, and they'd only put that much fuel in the tank, and we're all making fun of. We're making fun of them because it's like, dude, if you can only afford to put 73.5 gallons in your fuel tank every load, like something's wrong. Like you're not making enough money to get by.
Yeah, he's like, I put exactly 63.4 gallons in this truck because that's what I need. I figured I needed 63, but I put an extra 0.4 tenths in there just to be on the safe side, right? Because I don't want to spend any extra money because we're making so much here. I don't want to spend any extra money because we're clearing so much money here at Swift that we. It's like, come on, man. I find it funny that
that's not a thing that you're supposed to do. You're not you're supposed to fill it up every time. I thought you were supposed to use what you need. Like if you're on a weekly paycheck,
right? I would, and here's the thing: I would. There's a million ways to do shit, right? So I would assume you could do it any way that works for you, as long as it's profitable for you, right? Like
well, you're supposed to do that like on the last day. Like if the cutoff is like Tuesday at midnight, then you're supposed to like be like, okay, well, I'm only gonna use $300 worth of fuel instead of $600 or whatever, you know, like. But the rest of the week, it's gonna add up no matter what. So you might as well get it when it's cheap, fill it up.
Right, over time. So okay. So we'll end on this one, right? Because we just watched him talking about, being a businessman and all this shit. So what we know is Jason put $5,000 down. Now we know he kind of had to drive and save it, but whatever, or BLC saved it for him. But $5,000 of his own money went in the BLC truck, right? He, according to him, no proof of this, but this is what he said. He put $7,500 into that BLC truck for tires, brakes, and a carrier bearing, right, to drive the truck for 5 weeks. So right there is $12,500 up until early May. Then he went to Hurricane.
Gazebo.
Right? Yeah, no shit, right? Then he went to Hurricane, and from what we know is he owes them a little under $2,500 for the cleaning fee to take the stickers off and replace the mattress and the microwave that he stole from them. He got 2 advances of at least $1,500 a piece, right? Which is where the $5,500 or the $5,000 and $5,500 that he owes them comes into play, which brings you up to $17,000 or $18,000. And then this new place he's at, I mean, we don't know what's going on, but you know he's going to owe them money when he jumps ship and goes back to Hurricane here in the next week or so. Or
well, you always owe the Russians, like that. Yeah, like it doesn't.
So exactly, he's not going to be profitable there. So Jason is in his business mind. He has spent roughly 20 G's this year that he just gave away, I guess. That's just this year, right?
$20,000, and he has nothing to show for it.
Yeah, nothing. No, a bad knee. He has a bad knee to show for it, right? He has a bad knee right now. That's what he has to show for.
Yeah.
He has a, and like literally that's what he has.
But he already replaced that, so he should have had to. How's he got a bad knee if he got it replaced? So I would go back and get my money back for the knee. Like, hey, I got this rebuilt and it's still bad.
Yeah, no, you're right. I'm sorry. He has a projected bad left knee now. That's right. You're right. He definitely does.
Okay.
Because he's saying his knee's bad. You know that. Well, he's not saying it's bad. He's saying it's projected to be bad in the future, right? So yeah, that's what he has to show for it. Because he does. You know what he doesn't have? I'm sorry. What he does have? He has a Hurricane Express microwave, which at one time he has one in the garage. He doesn't even have any Doc Holliday or Coach stickers because he put them on his truck, right?
In fact, I saw a little clip. I didn't get to actually watch the video yet, but Big Belly was moving a mattress, so maybe Jason gave him the mattress, and now Big Belly is going to put the mattress in his truck.
Oh, gross.
I don't know if that's what happened. I just saw him moving a mattress.
No, that's how Big Belly got back on the Miami boats. Is Tim Gentry went to Big Belly and was like, "Look, dude, I need someone to run these reefer spot market loads. If you can find a guy to take your spot, I'll put you back on the fucking boats." And he was like,
what?
"I know a guy.
I know a guy that can do that."
What? Why is Jason Pope not working for Tim Gentry if him and Big Belly are such good friends? I mean, they're both fucking Ruthie G.
Here's why. Because we said this last time. It's not easy. right? Like what everyone say is fucking. I'm not a big Belly fan, but is Jason would
Been
actually
home for 3 fucking months.
right? Yeah, but when he does move the truck, he has to actually work to move the truck. He has to do stuff.
Yeah, but he was sitting at home with like $40,000 that he made in like 3 weeks.
True.
Moving the damn boats.
Jason.
The problem is Jason. Well, I don't think it's necessary. I mean, it is for sure the work, but I think the other big part is like he wouldn't be the important person in that scenario.
Oh.
He would be second fiddle to Tim Gentry.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there comes in that social media thing, right? Like he would never ever. Yeah, he would always. Yeah, he would always see. He would always be mad at Tim because Tim has a bigger channel and Tim gets the views and people is like, "Oh, you work for Gentry, man? How's it work? How is it working for Tim Gentry?" No, you don't understand. I'm the truckers coach, right?
He would get showed up all the time. He would get showed up all the time because if he showed up anywhere, like in a group setting, to try to be like one of the boys, quote unquote, it's like Big Belly at least owns his own truck. Jason doesn't own anything.
Yep.
Tim Gentry owns multiple companies. What's his name? Steve Fezchek, the FSC guy. He owns a company and a bunch of trucks. Has his son working for him. Crystal Miller owns a bunch of trucks and has a company. He'd be the odd man out, and he can't have that.
Yep, facts.
He can't be the bitch. He's got to be important.
Yep, true.
He's not willing to learn, sit back and observe, or just shut up for a little bit.
No, he's a 27-year trucking vet. No, he doesn't need to learn anything. Did you not just see about the brake chamber ABS situation from earlier tonight?
Yeah, Tim Gentry would have had that fixed in like 3 seconds with some duct tape.
But the irony is his stories would actually be true if he went to do that. Because,
so true.
He would be able to realistically get on Facebook and be like, I had Tim Gentry, Steve, and Crystal's mechanics all working on my truck to try to figure out this problem. And like he could film it and it would be real for once instead of making it up.
Who was that fucking mechanic that worked for Steve for a while, but then, he fucked himself out of a job?
Oh, I can't remember his name. The old man. He worked for
Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
Yeah, that's who could work with Jason.
Yeah, they could diagnose, not misdiagnose Jason's problems. Which, by the way, another just a fun fact is Jason's at a new company, and it didn't take a week before he had some kind of mechanical failure with something.
Second load, third load.
Yeah, it's always something. So, all right, look, we're getting out of here. We're 2 hours in. We're getting out of here so people will watch this shit. You guys know the drill, right? Sky's the limit at the new Russian company and Hurricane within 10 days, probably. I would say he'll be at Hurricane within 10 days. He'll be back. He has to be back. He owes them over $5,000, and he has to pay that money back. So that's where we're at. You know the drill.
Watch his Facebook as soon as shit starts getting deleted. Yep. He's made the move. So.
Yep, facts on that one. All right, you know the drill. Sky's the limit, and y'all have a good